Hi guys, it's Bossman again with Omaha Air Tactical. Today I'm going to show you how to convert your gun and battery over to Dean's connectors. These guys. And what's the advantage of Dean's connectors? Well, these little Tamiya sometimes you're shoving because your gun might not be getting a good connection, or you pull a trigger and it's completely dead. It means these guys are coming loose and they're just not very durable in my opinion. And they can only push a max of 12 amps in your gun. Most guns push 15 to 20 amps on an average. The Dean's connectors give you lower resistance running through your wiring, your electrical system, and they can push up to 30 or 32 amps max. Those aren't exact numbers, so don't quote me on that, but they're around that. It's a ballpark. Tools you'll need: some pliers, some wire strippers, crimpers, and then I use vice grips to hold down the Dean's connector. You can use alligator clips or whatever is easiest for you. So let's get started. First, I've already cut the Tamiya connector off of the gun right now. So all we need to do is strip the wires just a little bit, not a whole ton. Oh, try not to pull it like I did, but it's okay. You can just pull it right back down. Or close to it. You want them right at the same length so it's easiest when you're doing both connections. With the gun you can clip both the Tamiya and both of the negative and positive wires, because there's no power running through the gun, so you don't risk a short or anything of that nature. And now we're going to strip our negative. Give them a good tug. Oh, you want a little bit more than that. It's not enough. Okay, so he was tough, but we got it. And now you're ready to solder the Dean's connectors on. You can do them either which one first, doesn't matter. Just know that this is your male Dean's connector. He has the 4 nubs on it, I guess you would say 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the side that connects into the battery, so do not solder on this side. It has kind of a bar type thing on it that has a little bit of pressure, tension on it. These are the sides you will be soldering the wires onto. Notice there's a little plus sign for positive and then a little slash minus sign for negative. So the vertical will be your positive and the horizontal will be your negative. I like to just place them into my vice grips here. Ouch, and don't get your finger like I did. Get them to seat properly. And I forgot I'm a lefty, so we're going to have to switch this setup around a little bit. Here we go. Get your wire shrink, cut it in half. I like to throw that on right away so then I know I won't be forgetting it and have to desolder the Dean's connectors. Your wire's a good twist. And here we go. We'll do the negative first since he's lying flat right now. That'll be easiest. Soldering iron. Make sure it's hot. It is. Give it some time to warm up if you have to. Place the soldering iron onto the Dean's connector and then the solder onto the connector, not directly onto the solder. That way, and we're tinning it right now. There we go. A little bit on there. You don't need a lot. Then next, you want to twist. I like to twist the wires, so that means every single little strand inside the wire is connected and none are being left out. We're going to flip this around. So your wire shrinks back on. Mine just went flinging. It's okay. Get that positive wire out of the way for now. Once you've got your wire all nestled up and in a little nice form, grab some solder, put it on the end of your soldering iron, and just give it a little wipe down with the solder on here. We're tinning our wire right. Take your wire, place it on the Dean's connector. You can either melt the solder on the connector so it sits right and you don't get a cold solder joint, or you can just place it on top directly. Just apply the soldering gun. It should give it enough heat to just melt all the solder into one. It will get hot, so I recommend using gloves with this. There you go, let it dry. Wipe the excess solder off of your soldering iron on your sponge cloth, whatever you have. Give it a good tug to see if it's coming undone. Try to give it a lot of force, make sure so you know that under any stress he's not going anywhere. This guy seems to be good. Put your heat shrink right over. I use a lighter to shrink my heat shrink. You can use the soldering iron if you want. Just give him a good quick. And he's good to go. Our negative is now attached. He's not going anywhere. And for the positive, you crimp your little Dean's connector. I like to face them vertical, so then it's a lot easier. You just touch the wire down, don't have to go from the side and angle or anything. There we go. Do as you did with the negative. We're going to tin the connector real quick. There we go. Not too much again. Now we're going to tin our wire, and just as you did before, shrink or heat that solder up, lay that iron on top, and it should just do the work for you. Give him a good tug. Oh, you didn't have enough on that one. That's why you give it a good tug. Try him again. Just don't think we had enough of the wire on it that time. There we go. Now we'll have a nice solid soldering job. Now we'll give him a tug. Oh yeah, that baby's not going anywhere. Nuclear bomb's not getting that off. Well, it'll probably melt it. Cancel that quote. Throw your heat shrink on. Light them back up. And there you have it. That is your Dean's soldering connection on your gun.